Rebuilding 3 Stuart Steam Plants, Part 8. Repairing the cracked steam chest using JB-Weld, and by increasing the surface area of the cracks, the repair should be both strong and permanent. Cleaning the pot faces and repairing the piping. This is what happens when you put too much pressure on a part. They generally break or crack like this. Don't forget, these are very small engines and they're not really that strong. They are relative to the size of the engine, but not in the real world. It's no good using a torque wrench on an item like this. Here I've removed the valve spindle and the gland nut. I will replace the gland packing in due course. It's no good using super glue to fill the crack. That would not last, it would just break open. I'm going to fix this using JB-Weld, and it's called JB-Weld because it is really like a cold welding process, but it does need a surface area on which to grip. My lifespan is not long enough to file the groove all the way around using a needle file, so I'm going to use one of these very brutal rotary burrs. It should do the job. I'm not going to do it freehand though, because that's quite dangerous. These burrs are very aggressive and they do tend to dance about a bit on the metal that you're working on, so it's a good idea to fix the mini-mott drill in a stand that can be clamped to the bench. That way I can keep an eye on my fingers at all times and apply the pressure to the work to make the groove. I've actually done this job before on other engines and it's been successful, but I can't guarantee that this one will be successful. Because it's such a small part, I need to cut a deep groove, very much like you would do if you were MIG welding pieces of steel together. Alternatively, I could braze or silver solder the cast iron together, so you can relax if you're no good at silver soldering or welding. All you have to do is cut a deep groove all the way around, fill it with JB-Weld and take it from there. Here you can see how deep the groove is. Whether this works or not, in this episode I'm showing the process. Here's one half of the JB-Weld. It's basically a 2-pack epoxy mix. It's heat resistant, and I do believe that one of the tubes contains some metal in with the epoxy resin. It is really important to make sure that you use an equal amount from both tubes and then mix them together thoroughly for several minutes. This JB-Weld, as far as I'm aware, is the 24-hour version. Try and avoid quick setting ones. I personally prefer the type that cures in 24 hours. As usual, I've mixed much more than I need. In the case of this JB-Weld, it's a really good idea to have too much rather than too little. I'm going to leave the JB-Weld to do what it does best, go hard over 24 hours. But the video doesn't end here. I still have quite a lot of other things to do, like clean up the port faces where the slide valves slide. The port faces are not in bad condition to start with, a little bit discoloured perhaps, but they're okay. I'll just have a quick look and see how the JB-Weld's doing. Yes, it's doing fine. It's not running off the part, it's staying where I put it. Here are the rest of the parts, and if you look at the 2 cylinders side by side, they're very accurately machined. Look how the inlet piping lines up. Everything's been made very accurately. It's such a pity that some of the metal is a bit chilled. This is the steam inlet pipe. One is the inlet, the other one is for the displacement lubricator, and the third hole shouldn't be there. In fact, a cylinder drain cock had been soft soldered into this position, and that is no good at all. What I'm doing is drilling the hole 5/32 of an inch in diameter, and that is tapping size for 3/16 by 40 threads per inch. In this position I'm going to fit a valve which will allow oil to be pumped in after the engine's been run without disconnecting any piping. These pipe fittings comprise cast brass ends with a copper tube in the middle. Here, by the way, I'm just filing away the burr. It is really important with an engine that has cast iron cylinders that you first of all flush it through with WD-40 followed by steam oil and give it a good run on compressed air to make sure all traces of the water have disappeared. All I need to do now is wait until the JB-Weld has gone hard, which will be tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm taking my Land Rover into the garage for work to be done on the suspension, as well as some oil seals and an oil and filter change on the engine. You'll see some of that in due course. But that's it for now. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found it useful. Please take the time to visit my main Steam Models website and click on the section of the website that says Video Playlists. And by doing that, you can find other videos that you may like to watch. And by using the playlists, you can actually watch the videos back to back.